In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to paint this beautiful winter scene. Hey, what's up? My name is Tiffany and welcome to another painting tutorial. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to create more realistic detail in your paintings, how to improve your art, or any art related stuff, start now by clicking the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss a thing. For today's painting tutorial, I'm going to start out by using my M-Gram oil paints. I also have this walnut alkyd medium. Now, because I'm a non-toxic oil painting studio, I had to find an alternative for liquid, which is a medium that speeds up your drying time for your oils. The problem with that is it's toxic. So I switched to this alkyd medium, which is a non-toxic, and it has saved my life. Most of my paints will dry overnight when I'm putting this in it. I'm going to be working on a Frederick's 8x10. It's a stretched canvas, and I have applied a layer of gesso over the top of it and then sanded it down to get the smoothness that I like. Everything that I'm going to be using today, I will put a link to them in the description below, so make sure to go check that out. Now let's grab your paintbrush and let's go paint. I completed this painting about a year ago, and I just recently found the footage and thought I'd share the process with you. I'm using M-Gram acrylic paints for the first layer before I switch to oils. After transferring the sketch to canvas, grab some titanium white with a size 12 flat and mix a very small amount of your green into it. Place this around the green areas to give the illusion that the snow is reflecting the leaf color. The same idea works around the berries. We're going to add in a very little amount, almost to the point where you don't even notice it, but your eye will pick it up. For the shadows of the snow, add a hint of your ultramarine blue, and that will add depth to an otherwise very flat painting. To paint the berries, grab some of your Pyrrole Red straight from the tube. Block in these just to get some color on the canvas so you can understand the values a bit better. Trying to get the right values on such a bright canvas can be difficult, so by blocking in a painting as much as possible, you're able to see the whole picture. Then you can go back and adjust anything that doesn't look right. To darken parts of the berries so you can start to establish a sphere, add a small amount of raw umber into your red, and just think about where the shadows are going to be if the light source is coming from the top right corner of the canvas. Using a big flat brush to paint the underlayers is nice because it allows you to cover a lot of area quickly. As we paint the twigs, take raw umber and just a small amount of red, just enough to push the raw umber to the warm side. Because these twigs are so small, switching to a liner brush will help stay inside the drawing lines. If you do happen to go outside the drawing lines, don't worry about it though. Once your layer dries, just clean up the outside edge with some titanium white mixture. Keep in mind when painting this that the left side of the branch is going to be darker than the right side of the branch. This is, again, because of that light source from the top right corner. Add a bit more red to the top side of the twig to brighten it up just a little bit more. Because essentially this branch has new growth on it, when I get closer to the tip of this twig right here, I'm going to add a little bit of green into it just to show that it's still growing. Still using that liner brush, start to fill in little areas between the snow. Just like how you break up trees with the sky color, you want to break up the snow to create a more realistic painting. Do the same thing to the snow that's stuck to the branches that you do with the berries. Now that we have the main subject painted and most of the background painted, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my oils here. And if you don't work with oils, that's completely okay. All you do is just do the second layer with your acrylics. For a second layer to the berries, use the same colors before and deepen the shadows and lighten the highlights, blending them together nicely to create a sphere. just like you did with the background, we're going to add some of that pink to the snow that's resting on the berries. You want to add just a little bit more of the pyro red this time because the berries are much more closer to the snow here. Just like the berries, we're going to deepen the greens and blend them into the distance, creating a soft, blurry background that will force the viewer's eye to the main focal point, the berries. By suggesting something is back there, we trick the eye into adding information that really isn't there. Use a 1/4 inch flat to mix ultramarine blue and azo yellow to make different shades of green. If you add more azo yellow, you'll get a brighter green, and if you add more ultramarine blue, you'll get a darker shade. Adding some of this green next to the berries will help them pop off the canvas. Because these two are opposite ends on the color wheel, they enhance each other. If you like this painting and you'd like to see behind the scenes, sneak peeks of what I'm working on, or just into my everyday life, make sure to check out my social media sites because that's where I post a lot of things like that. It's also where I promote my giveaways, so you won't want to miss any of that. I don't mind if you paint this tutorial to learn from it and keep it for yourself, but please remember everything I paint is copyrighted, so please do not sell any of this stuff as your own. The green to the right is nice to create depth, but we're going to need a little more. Right now it looks like the berries are just kind of floating. So we're going to add some of this grass and kind of make the environment a little closer to the berries. In today's painting tutorial, clicking the subscribe button. I hope you really enjoyed that tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to create realistic details in landscapes, go ahead and click on this playlist right here where I walk you through how to add realistic details in a lot of different style landscapes. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.